Picture this: a battlefield gripped by fear. The armies of Israel stand paralyzed, their courage crushed under the shadow of a colossal enemy. Goliath, a Philistine giant, towering over 9 feet tall. Day after day, for 40 relentless days, he steps forward, his booming voice echoing across the valley as he taunts and mocks, daring anyone to face him. The tension grows, and the soldiers grow weaker, their hearts consumed by fear. No one dares to take a stand. No one dares to fight. But then, on a seemingly ordinary day, something extraordinary happens. An unlikely hero, someone no one would have expected, steps out of the crowd with nothing but faith, determination, and a sling. Who is this bold challenger? How can he possibly stand against such a fearsome giant? Get ready to witness a story of courage that will leave you inspired. Meet David. David is no warrior, no seasoned soldier. He's just a young shepherd boy. But when he hears the thundering mockery of Goliath, something ignites within him. While everyone else trembles in fear, David stands tall and boldly declares, "Who is this giant that dares to defy the armies of the living God?" The crowd gasps as David steps forward and proclaims, "I will fight him. The same God who rescued me from the claws of lions and the jaws of bears will deliver me from this Philistine." With a fiery faith and courage beyond his years, David, armed with nothing but a sling, a few stones, and unshakable trust in God, strides fearlessly toward the battlefield, ready to face a giant no one else would dare challenge. What happens next is a story that has inspired millions. Stay tuned. On the battlefield, David faces Goliath, a shepherd boy, against a seasoned warrior. Goliath laughs. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" But David responds, "You come at me with sword and spear, but I come in the name of the Lord Almighty." The stone flies through the air and strikes Goliath square in the forehead. The giant collapses to the ground. Against all odds, David prevails. His victory isn't just over a giant. It's a testament to unshakable faith in God. The Israelites rejoice as the once dreaded Philistines scatter in fear. David proves that with God, no giant is too great. What giants are you facing in life? Fear, anxiety, depression, unhappiness, doubt, insecurity. Whatever those giants are, remember, with God on your side, believe all things are possible. The story of Daniel in the lion's den, faith in trials. Welcome to King Darius's palace. In the land of Babylon, Daniel stood out for his unwavering faith and integrity. He was favored by King Darius, but jealousy brewed among the other officials. They plotted to trap him, using the very thing he refused to compromise, his devotion to God. As a result, the officials craft a cunning plan and convince King Darius to issue an unbreakable decree: no one can pray to anyone but the king for 30 days. The penalty? A terrifying fate in the lion's den. The law is signed, fear spreads, but one man refuses to bow. Daniel, unwavering and bold, continues to pray to God just as he always has. His choice is clear: obedience to God over fear of man, no matter the cost. What happens next will leave you on the edge of your seat. The officials confronted Daniel and reported him to the king. The trap was set. Despite his respect for Daniel, the king had no choice but to follow the decree. Daniel was cast into the lion's den, and a stone was rolled over the entrance. But as darkness fell, the king whispered, "May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you." Imagine this: Daniel, surrounded by the ferocious lions in the den, stands unshaken. Their roars echo, but not a single claw touches him. Why? Because God sends an angel to shut their mouths, keeping him completely unharmed. Meanwhile, back at the palace, King Darius spends a restless, sleepless night, his heart heavy with worry, anxiously waiting for the break of dawn to see if Daniel's God truly delivered him. What happens next is nothing short of miraculous. As the first rays of dawn broke, the king hurried to the lion's den, his voice trembling as he called out, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God saved you?" To his overwhelming relief, Daniel's voice echoed back, "My God sent his angel to shut the lions' mouths. They have not harmed me, for I was found innocent in his sight." Through Daniel's unshakable faith, not only was he miraculously delivered, but the king himself proclaimed the power of the living God. Daniel's story is a powerful reminder that when we stand firm in faith, God stands with us, even in the face of life's fiercest trials. Hold fast to your faith and stand strong, no matter the challenge. Have you ever tried to escape your purpose? Jonah did, and what happened next is nothing short of extraordinary. This is the unforgettable story of Jonah and the whale, a powerful journey of defiance, redemption, and the incredible mercy of second chances. God called Jonah to go to the city of Nineveh and warn them of their wickedness. But instead of obeying, Jonah decided to flee to Tarshish, boarding a ship to escape God's plan. The storm was no coincidence. It was God's way of getting Jonah's attention. Desperate, the sailors cast lots, and it pointed to Jonah. Jonah confessed he was running from God and willingly offered to be thrown overboard. But what happened next was unimaginable. He was swallowed by a massive fish. Yet, this wasn't the end of his story. In the belly of the whale, Jonah prayed, repented, and experienced the overwhelming mercy of God. God gave Jonah a second chance. This time, Jonah obeyed and went to Nineveh, delivering God's message. The people of Nineveh repented, and God showed them mercy too. Jonah's story is a powerful reminder of God's relentless patience and boundless love. No matter how far we stray, He's always ready to offer us a second chance. The question is, are you ready to answer His call? Obedience leads to purpose. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed these stories, there's so much more waiting for you here. Be sure to tune in every week for fresh and inspiring content. While you wait, dive into more captivating stories, fun quizzes, and engaging shorts right here on the channel. Let your curiosity lead you to moments of joy and inspiration. Always remember, you're a part of this community, and your journey matters. Stay curious, stay blessed, and may God guide and uplift you always. Until next time. Subscribe, like, comment, share are free ways to support and help us spread God's word.